Problem solving 5.8 is our lesson today. So problem solving, decimal operations, our essential question today. How do you use the strategy work backward to solve a multiple step decimal problem? There will be one of these on our test tomorrow or on Thursday as well. So we're going to unlock the problem. Carson spent $15.99 for 2 books and 3 pens. The books cost $4.95 each, and the sales tax was $1.22. Carson also used a coupon for 50 cents off his purchase. If each pen had the same cost, how much did each pen cost? So what do I need to find out? Well, I need to find the cost of each pen. What information do I need to use? Let me lift this up a little. What I'm going to need to use is I'm going to need the money that he spent, so the $15.95 for the 2 books and the 3 pens. And I know that each book cost $4.95, so that's going to be important. And I know the tax was $1.22. And I know that he used a coupon that was for 50 cents off. So all of those things are going to be important. How am I going to use that information? Well, I can work backward. I can work backward from the amount Carson spent to find out the cost of each pen. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make a flow chart to show the information, and then we're going to use inverse operations and work backwards to solve. So the cost of 3 pens, so 3 times the cost of each pen, right? Plus the cost of the books, and there were 2 books. Remember, each book cost $4.95, okay? Plus the amount of tax. And remember, the amount of tax was $1.22, okay? So all of this minus the coupon, and remember our coupon was 50 cents, okay, is going to equal the total amount spent. And remember, the total amount spent was $15.99, okay? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take the total amount spent. So let's take it. Here's the $15.99 plus the amount of the coupon. So the amount of the coupon is 50 cents. So let's move that in. Okay. Then we're going to minus the amount of tax. So the amount of tax was $1.22. And we're going to minus the cost of the 2 books. Well, the cost of the 2 books, remember the books were $4.95 each. And $4.95 plus $4.95 is $9.90. Okay. That's the cost of the 2 books. That is going to equal the cost of the pens, which is $5.37. If I take $15.99 and I add 50 cents, and then from that total I subtract $1.22 for the tax, and I subtract the $9.90 for the books, I'm going to get $5.37. So we're going to divide the cost of 3 pens to find the cost of each pen. So if the cost of 3 pens was $5.37, let's put that over here. Whoops. Divided by 3, $5.37 divided by 3 is $1.79 if I were to do it out, okay? So that means, So the cost of each pen was $1.79. All right, let's try another problem. Last week, Vivian spent a total of $20. She spent $9.95 for tickets for the school fair, $5.95 for food, and the rest was for 2 rings that were on sale at the school fair. If each ring had the same cost, how much did each ring cost? So what do I need to find out? Well, I need to find out the cost of each ring, right? Well, what information do I need to use? Well, what I need to use from up above is I need to use that Vivian spent $20. We know she spent $20 total. She spent $9.95 for the tickets, so the $9.95 for the tickets. And then she spent $5.95 for the food. And then the rest was for the 2 rings. So I need to find out how much those rings cost. So what information am I going to use? Well, I can work backwards, right? From the amount that Vivian spent to find the cost of each ring. So if I start with the $20, I take away how much she spent for the tickets, and I take away how much she spent for the food, what I have left over will be for the 2 rings. And then I can divide whatever's left over by 2 in order to find out how much each ring cost. Okay, So I have the cost of 2 rings plus the cost of the 2 tickets, the cost of the tickets, plus the cost of the food, okay, is going to equal, let's fix that, plus the cost of the food is going to equal the total spent. So the cost of 2 rings is 2 times, we don't know, right? And the cost of the tickets was $9.95. And the cost of the food, so this is plus, the cost of the food was $5.95, is going to equal that total spent, which was $20. Okay? This is an unknown amount right there, right? So then I'm going to take the total spent, I'm going to minus the cost of the food, minus the cost of the tickets, and that's going to equal the cost of 2 rings. So the total spent was $20, right? The cost of the food was $5.95 minus $5.95, and I'm going to minus the cost of the tickets, which was $9.95, and that's going to equal the cost of the 2 items. So if I take my $20, $20, and I subtract the $5.95. I can't take 0 from 10, or 0 from 5, so I make that a 10. I have to borrow from here, making it a 9. I have to borrow again, making it a 9, and to borrow all the way in the tens place. So now I have 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus nothing is nothing. 9 minus 5 is 4, and 1 minus nothing is nothing. So I have 1405, so that's what I got when I minus these 2. Now I'm going to take that 1405, and I'm going to minus the 995, and I get 5 from 5 is 0, and then I can't take a 9 from 0, so I'm going to make that be 10. I can't take a 9 from 3, so I have to borrow from the there, and I have to keep on borrowing. So I have 10 from 9, which is not 1. And then I bring down my decimal because I'm subtracting. Remember, you always line up your decimals when you're subtracting or adding. Again, I couldn't take the 3 from 9, so I had to borrow, making this one a 0. So now I have 13 from 9. 4. So now I have $4.10. So the cost of 2 rings is $4.10. I want to find out how much 1 ring costs. So that means I'm going to need to divide 2 into $4.10. Remember, when we're dividing decimals, the decimal goes right above. 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. I subtract. 4 from 4 is nothing. I have a 1 to bring down. 2 cannot go into 1, so don't be tricked. Make sure you put your 0 right above there. I can now bring. Okay, so now I've got 2 going into 10, and 2 goes into 10 5 times. 2 times 5 is 10 with nothing left over. So the answer is $2.05. So each ring costs $2.05. Okay, I want you to do the next share and show on your own and the on your own problems on your own. If you need me, I will be on the floor. Definitely work with a partner if you need to. Good luck.